everybody, and thank you all for joining me for this edition of A Look Back. I'm Mike, and we are looking at the upcoming Wildfire Championship Wrestling show at the Betsy Lane High School Football Stadium, Fire on the Mountain. We'll talk about the card, the stars, and what will be the biggest wrestling event in Floyd County, Kentucky in a very long time. We'll play a look back with Mike Trivia, and who knows what will happen. So if you are looking for something to do, October 7th, 2023, gates open 7 p.m., bell time 8 p.m. Get out, bring the kids, and enjoy some professional wrestling and support your local football team. Let's go ahead, guys. We'll play a look back with Mike Trivia to get us started. Today's question: who became the first NWA World's Heavyweight Champion? We will have the answer at the end of the show. However, if you have a question that you would like asked on a look back with Mike Trivia, go ahead and get in touch with me at ALBW Mike. I'll put the link somewhere in this neighborhood. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. If it's social media, guys, I probably have an account, so check it out. All right, guys, Wildfire Championship Wrestling, Fire on the Mountain. Let's take a look at the card. Wildfire Tommy Rich and Richie Rich versus the Russians. Of course, Wildfire Tommy Rich is a legend in the sport of wrestling, multi-time regional champion. He is a former six-man tag team champion in WCW, former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, scoring a win over a Handsome Harley race in 1981. Richie Rich is Tommy's cousin, wrestled for quite some time in and around the area. He's a skilled wrestler, but don't let him fool you. If he has to, he can hook it up with the best of them. You can bet your money, though, that the Riches are going to have their hands full as they take on the Russians. These guys are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to destroy whatever and whoever stands in their path. They're so vile, vicious, and merciless, and have no qualms about doing whatever it takes to gain the upper hand. It was told to me by a very reliable source that they're ex-military, that they're so uncontrollable and unpredictable that they were released and under orders from President Vladimir Putin himself to come over here to advance the Russian president and professional wrestling and make their mark. The Riches will definitely have their hands full. Kenny France will take on a mystery opponent for the Wildfire Championship Wrestling Smoky Mountain Championship. Kenny France must be beside himself as he is facing a mystery opponent for his Smoky Mountain Championship. First thing you have to ask yourself, though, is who is the mystery person? For all we know, it could be somebody from Japan. It could be a masked man. It could be someone from his past coming to challenge him. The fact is, he better hope that the stud stable can protect him, and that is something his opponent will have to contend with. The Golden Boy Chick Donovan is going to be on hand as he chases his Guinness Book of Records world record to become the oldest active professional wrestler. Chick Donovan is 76 years old. He's doing what most people past 50 wish they could do, and that is lace up the boots and step inside the squared circle. We know the Kentucky Boxing and Wrestling Commission is being very hesitant in granting him a wrestling license to compete in the Commonwealth, and presumably because safety concerns is the reasoning behind this. With 46 years of wrestling, one has to ask, is he pushing the limits? Hopefully he's truly in the best shape of his life. I really do hope so. Chick Donovan is one of those people that I grew up watching. He's a spectacular person, a great wrestler, and we wishing him the best on his endeavors to become the world's oldest active professional wrestler. The Wildfire Junior Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as the champion, Corey Sparks, takes on the Dare Rebel, Colby Carmichael. This one will be something to watch, people, as the veteran Colby Carmichael will attempt to unseat the up-and-coming star and current Wildfire Championship Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion, Corey Sparks. Say what you want, we all know Carmichael is capable, but he will have to put his body on the line to be victorious in this. Sparks has to be aware constantly in this one. He can't turn his back. We know Sparks is a skilled competitor and should be able to adapt, but I really think that this match could honestly go either way. The Fiji Wildman will be in action alongside Lady Inferno. It has been announced yet that who will draw the Fiji Wildman still remains a mystery. But whoever it is, they better get their game on. This guy is brutal. He's been all over the region, mowing down anyone in his path. And with that Spike and Lady Inferno in his corner to draw their adversary's attention, you better have your eyes in the back of your head when you step in the ring with this guy. Handsome Nick Hamrick will defend his Wildfire Championship Wrestling Championship against a mystery opponent. This guy, I have a feeling, might have bit off more than he could chew. With some of the comments that has been made as of late, when you're in this position Hamrick is in, there's a target on your back and everybody wants what you have. Sure, he's a former male model and a pretty successful one in that career, picking up some impressive wins as well along the way in wrestling. But anytime you step in the ring against a mystery opponent, you have your hands tied. How do you prepare for someone like this? We know he hasn't been making many friends as of late, but it's a huge disadvantage when there are so many people out there that are chasing after you that one wrong move and that championship is no longer yours. Mr. Hughes is going to be in attendance. This guy is the epitome of a tough guy. Former bodyguard for the York Foundation, as well as Lex Luger. He knows how to throw down when need be. Perhaps his services could be utilized if necessary, but he will be there on hand to meet and greet the fans. The human horror movie, Adam Newsom takes on former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and ECW legend, the franchise Shane Douglas, in a casket match. Albeit made famous by The Undertaker, the casket match is a concept that has been around dating back to the 70s when Dusty Rhodes took on Ivan Koloff in a casket match. This match truly pushes the limits of the games that are involved. I mean, imagine the loser is put into a casket and the lid closed on them. This match is definitely right up the alley, though, of the ruggedly handsome homicidal maniac Adam Newsom. His background in MMA and boxing will work to his advantage, and Newsom will not back down from a challenge. A multi-time champion in his own right and a multi-generational fighter. His grandfather was a boxer, and a huge lineup of brawlers, street fighters, and tough guys in his family tree. Face it, he grew up obsessed with horror movies and draws inspiration from cult icons like Pennywise, Jason Voorhees, and of course Leatherface. However, he is going to have to be very careful going up against the ECW legend and former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the franchise Shane Douglas. Douglas was trained by the late Dominic DeNucci, making his pro wrestling debut in 1982. He is no stranger to putting his body to the limits either. He's feuded with legends like Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Shawn Michaels, The Sandman, Sabu, and Taz. He's a multi-time champion in his career. He's held the ECW Heavyweight Champion, ECW Tag Team Championship. He's a World Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champion, former WWF Intercontinental Champion, and also NWA World's Heavyweight Champion by beating Too Cold Scorpio in the tournament finals. And there is no doubt in my mind that this could be intense. Guys, that is one heck of a card, as me and my friend Walter Dixon will be on commentary for Wildfire Championship Wrestling's Fire on the Mountain. We look forward to it and look forward to the fans and enjoying some good old down-home professional wrestling. Guys, I've got to thank Coach Gerald for bringing professional wrestling back to Floyd County. The Bobcats are having a great season with wins over Berea, Bath County, Fairview, Knott County Central, Floyd Central, and a huge victory over the Prestonsburg Black Cats. Of course, we wish them great success in the remainder of their season and hopefully an injury-free remainder of their season. Guys, like I said, Wildfire Championship Wrestling presenting Fire on the Mountain. It's going to be a huge event with 5 great matches and multiple opportunities to meet the stars of professional wrestling. Not to mention, this is the first time, like I said, in recent memory that we've had 2 NWA World Heavyweight Champions in attendance at the same time. It's a great opportunity for you to get out and meet and greet the stars of Wildfire Championship Wrestling, professional wrestling, and to support our Betsy Lane Bobcats High School football team. Folks, I appreciate you all for so much this evening. Let's go ahead. We'll wrap up with a look back with Mike Trivia. Who became the first ever NWA World's Heavyweight Champion? The answer to that question, Orville Brown. He was the first ever NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Again, folks, Wildfire Championship Wrestling, Fire on the Mountain, October 7th, 2023. Gates open 7 p.m., bell time at 8 p.m. Look forward to seeing everyone there. I hope you all have a great evening. As always, like, subscribe, and share. We are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Like I said, folks, earlier, if I don't have a social media account, let me know. I will set it up. Anything to communicate with the fan base is something that I love doing. But I do want to thank you all for joining me for this special edition of A Look Back. Thank you once again. God bless you all, and until next time, so long from the Bluegrass State.